So here we are at the MPI Cascadia conference with John Chen, Geoteaming, David Allen with Geoteaming.
Yeah.
So John, tell me a little bit about this conference and why we're here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. MPI Cascadia Educational Conference is one of the awesomest, that's a real word,
Yes.
awesomest collaborations between MPI chapters. Now, what is MPI? Meeting Professionals International, Meeting Professionals. You know, there's over 33,000 members around the world who are all dedicated to meetings in the way that meetings are strategic, right? Check this out. Signing the Declaration of the Independence?
Yeah.
Right? I Have a Dream speech?
Yeah.
That was a meeting, right?
Okay.
Obama inauguration?
Yeah.
That was a meeting.
Yeah,
right?
hell of a meeting.
So, yeah, exactly. So that's what we're just trying to say here is that meetings mean business here. And so the MPI Washington State chapter, the MPI Oregon chapter, and now the MPI, the Canadians, the BC chapters here, and a lot of other that don't have chapter-ish, I think, but like Reno and lots of other people fly in for this conference. We'll have somewhere between 200 and 300 meeting professionals here for 2.5 days. Meeting, yeah. Imagine that. Okay, but anyway, shout out to the meeting planners and the co-chairs for this, because there's nothing more challenging than making a meeting for meeting professionals.
Boy, it's levels on levels.
I've done it. I've been the co-chair of that. Do you know there's a special club here called the Co-Chair Club, and that says if you actually survived being a co-chair, you're in this organization for life, because it really says that you can do the best for the best.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So anyways, that's what we're up to.
Yeah, well, so we're going to be here for about 2.5 days,
Yep.
and what do you hope to accomplish?
What do I hope to accomplish? Well, survive.
Yes. Amen.
So number 2 is really meetings mean business. We're here to make some business happen. We're actually been a multi-year sponsor, so here, Geoteaming, blah, 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 right? Corporate team building, leadership programs, and we really believe in this. So did you know, right? There is 2 polls, independent of each other, that meeting professionals say that 53% of them are thinking about using team building for meetings.
Okay.
Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and it's well worth it. I mean, if you take a look at team building exercises,
Yes.
it's growing.
yes.
There are more corporations
Yes.
and organizations that are getting into it.
Yes.
And it's becoming active. So tell us a little bit about geoteaming and how it makes it active.
Oh, you know, as much as I love my keynote speaker friends, and some of you are amazing, I feel like I'm part of the new generations, because they all tell me this. They just say, like, we want to be a part of. We don't want to be talked at, right? We don't want the sage on the stage anymore. We want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
Right? And I want my trophy. We don't, whatever generation I'm talking about. No, I really believe that. And with the top 10 shows on TV now, right? 8 of them are reality. So what we do is we actually take a very simple activity, the treasure hunt, and it's now completely interactive and completely customized for you. And it runs on an app, right? And you get amazing information, including like leaderboards and what the other teams are doing. Yeah. Things that we could never do before, and it creates engagement, it creates competition, it creates learning lessons, just anywhere from fun to like deep transformational change. We can actually do that. And so now we have the secret. Can I share the secret?
Yeah.
Okay. New exposed for this year. We were doing it with some of our top clients last year, but now it's for everybody. It's called Team OS. So I used to be at Microsoft.
Okay.
So this is my nod to
Nice.
software. Team operating system. And what that is that it's we help you design the collection of ground rules and principles for your team to be anywhere from 10 to 77% better.
Okay.
And one of the ways that we do that is we drop GoPros. We're going to do it here, by the way. We're going to drop GoPros on everybody, right? On at least one per team. And then we'll actually take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks afterwards and post-analyze the video. We'll tell you why the winning teams won, and just for you, I'll tell you that why the losing team needs our coaching. So, in the history of our game, only 9 teams out of 2,000, less than 0.5%, have ever scored the highest score possible. First, I thought I was crafty, and I'm like, I'm so smart. But now I'm just kind of pissed off, and I'm like, I'm ready to share everything that I've learned over 22 years to get team number 10, 11, 12.
Yes.
So that's what I'm very excited to show at this year's conference.
So you've talked a little bit about the science.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the science of being active learning versus having the the person up at the top of the stage tell you what you should know?
Well, this is a good question. That's a
Yeah.
good question, David.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a shout out to my very, very good mentor. I got an email from him yesterday. Dr. Simon Priest, PhD, has he's authored over 13 to 18. I probably got the number wrong. It's probably low. At least 13 books in the experiential education field. So, like, if you ever went to, like have you ever known or been to Outward Bound?
Yeah.
Or Knowles? Or you know what I'm talking about? This guy is one of the first people who did the hard research for the soft stuff of ropes course. Right. I cried. I'll admit to you, David. I cried on a ropes course before. Right? It can be emotional, right? And so he shows the science behind it. He shows that there's actual techniques about what your goal is. Is it recreation, education, developmental, or is it renewal? And renewal is basically fixing broken teams and or the very hard work. Some of this work you've seen has been done with at-risk youth, right? Cancer patients, and they have therapy to do. And this work can get to that level if you do it the right way.
Right.
He shows the science about how to make that happen as opposed to like intuitively make it up.
All right. So we've got the science behind it.
Yeah.
We know that it's active.
Yes.
Tell us about the fun.
Oh my God, the fun. Well, just stay here at youtube.com/geoteamingtv. Look up our latest, which is fantastic. Our damn, how much fun did we have in 2018?
Yeah.
I even smoked. I had it 10 minutes for this other purpose, and people at 3 minutes, people are like, So I crammed it down into 3 minutes and 27 seconds, and it shows all of our top best events just in 2018 alone.
Nice.
And I made a friend at the last conference, right? I'm showing this video, and it shows the clip at the end of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
This guy comes up to us. This is a shout out to Abdallah. Abdallah, this is for you. Abdallah came up to our event after we presented to 200, and he goes, "My name is Abdallah, and I'm from Riyadh in Saudi Arabia." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And so we traded Riyadh stories, and then later on, he went to invite me to show. He was showcasing his district winning speech. He's trying to compete for a district award in Toastmasters in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, okay.
So we invited himself to the chapter in Florida. We drove 45 minutes out in the middle of nowhere, and here I am in Toastmasters. He's giving this brilliant keynote about integrity.
That's great.
And
that is fantastic.
And I'm just saying that's one of our other goals for that game. They're talking about fun, and sometimes in fun, one of the goals is team bonding, networking.
Yeah.
And especially for this conference, this is a 2,000 person conference. This is a little. That's why people love this conference. Is that it's smaller and it's more intimate.
Yep.
But for that one, it's 2,000, and these are like the first timers kind of event.
Okay.
And we heard a great story where two people met, and they never met each other, and they met on their team for our opening event. Okay. And they subsequently went on to stay together all the way through the conference, not as girlfriend, like work-wise, right?
Yeah.
And the conference organizer saw that, and every time she saw them, they were together, and she ended up talking to them, like, "What are you guys doing?" And she was like, "We we like each other so much that we just spent the whole conference." So they were eating meals, they decided which keynotes together.
That's relationship development.
That's true, and I think that they'll come back 8 years from now to the same conference and spend them all together, at least catching up, if not.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, we're going to be having this all conference long.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and we'll be doing interviews with meeting planners, with other vendors. Pretty much everybody who comes by, we'll get them in front of the camera. All right.
Okay.
John, so good to see you.
We'll see you here at mpicascadia.com. See you later.